Hey guys, welcome back to session 2 of GTA San Andreas Underground. So you're probably wondering why we're back here. Basically, I just tried to record a session with the with the save that we we left off from last time. But sadly, getting into a car and then getting into a car and then basically having the, radio tune into one of the Bullworth radio stations was crashing my game, so I couldn't really get out of, of Bullworth unless I had a jetpack, and I didn't want to really risk going into a helicopter either. But in the last session, we did explore Liberty City. We explored Los Santos in general. I would like to explore other parts of San Andreas in the future. But yes, we did explore a lot of the places so far, including Liberty City and Bullworth. What we are going to do first in this session, we are going to go to Vice City. There are also a lot of things that I ended up there was a lot of things that I spoke about in the last session. I was going through some of the I don't know if the first session will be out by now whilst I'm recording. It might be. It should be anyway. But yeah, I mean, there were a few things that I didn't really point out properly. But there were a few things that I did point out correctly. A lot of the, especially the stubby, the stubby shotgun and the MP5K and all that were part of Liberty City stories. The bikers in Liberty City were also part of Liberty City stories, and I was correct with the Fiesta, with that mafia that I completely forgot the fucking name of now. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, this mod just combines everything together from the 3D universe, and it is an absolutely fantastic fucking mod. I was thinking about this last night, and I was thinking about, after recording that first session, I was thinking, how cool it is to see, especially with the gangs and whatnot, how cool it is to be able to interact with all the gangs from all the 3D universes in terms of Grand Theft Auto, and just being able to fuck around with them. It is so cool. And it is just honestly probably one of the best mods. I've said this quite a lot last time, but it is one of the best mods I've played so far, in GTA San Andreas. And it's got, a lot on, the big gangster mod. Even though they're both different mods, they're both very good mods though, but, wow, is this mod absolutely fantastic. And I will say this, I do heavily think that, this mod could become into something that will keep on growing if they keep on updating it, and I think they will. The fact that they've added in all the beta stuff, they've added in all the unused stuff and whatever, and they've combined all these weapons from all the universes, or not the universes, but all the games. It's incredible, and it makes me so happy. It makes me feel happy to relive, some nostalgic memories of certain games, especially Vice City and Liberty City, or Vice City and, GTA 3, but being able to interact with them in a different way. So here we go. We are in Vice City now, and here we go. Hang on, we need to... There we go.
When I first come to Vice City, I feel all
here we go.
On the outside.
My favorite radio station.
Then I say, Fernando, you like to talk a lot, so I get a well-paid job on the radio and begin to make my name as a successful DJ. Now I'm not so lonely, but I never forget my roots. I never forget, and
so here we are, Vice City.
I've been reading his text.
So, where to start first? That's the question. Well, let's land. So here we are. And here are the bikers. It's interesting stuff, I'll give you that. It's so cool to be here in Vice City, in the GTA San Andreas universe. Now, there's one thing I will say is a quick fact here actually, is these taxis were actually used in the beta of GTA San Andreas, which is quite interesting. You'll see that a lot if you were to look through the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas development pictures, is that you'll see, you know, these vehicles, like especially Vice City vehicles, being used in GTA San Andreas when it was being developed. So that's a little thing that I know about the development of GTA San Andreas. Let's see, what could we do here? Okay, so let's start out by starting a gang war. First off, obviously we need to go to a weapons store and get ourselves some weapons. There we go. Let's pop over to ammunition over here. Oh, and you know what? This is also what I was thinking as well. Messing around with these vehicles with the physics of GTA San Andreas is also really fucking cool. Like, that's one thing I really liked was, you know, all the vehicles handle like they did in the games they're in, but they handle so much better. It's really weird. So let's go. Oh yeah, the AUG. Jesus, that was a gun that was removed. Yeah, I'll buy that. Because I was looking through the weapons that were removed today when I was at work. A Ruger. Uzi. Oh yeah, the Uzi was in San Andreas. Well, actually, yeah, the Uzi was in San Andreas. The Vice City Uzi, anyway. I know that. That was in a preview pick. But I think that was short MP5. Probably Vice City Stories, I can imagine. Micro mess. No, I want more.
It's all fresh out of the crate.
Give me some body armor.
Take it, hold it, love it.
Let's get a pistol. Ah, the Silence 9mm, yes. This was also a weapon removed in GTA Vice City. Quite funny actually. Now I'm wondering if they have. No, they don't. No, they don't. I was wondering if they had any tear gas or a taser, because that was also two weapons removed in GTA Vice City. To be fair, I need to turn down my...
Give me that grip.
Come on, give me a... Alrighty. We'll just kill all these guys over here, why not? Whoa. There we go. Let's start. Come on, lads. Let's see what happens when we do this. I already know what happens, but you know, I want to show you guys because I just find it really cool. You know, I think one of the things that I really love about this mod as well is being able to actually recruit your you know, your friendly, you know, men into your gang as well, into your little squad. Like, obviously you know, in GTA San Andreas you could already do that, and you know, and with, you know, and you know, in Vice City, you could, after you completed the game, you could, you know, go to the, I think it's like one of the rooms or something like that on the ground floor in the mansion, and you could actually get free people, you know, free henchmen to, you know, follow you. But just being able to, you know, have the Yakuza or, you know, fuck it, you know, the Facetti's gang members or, you know, whatever, just being able to follow you, it's such a small thing, but yet it's so amazing. Jesus. This is a glitch that I have found though in this mod, is the hit detection on some guys are a bit strange. So here we go. We've now taken over this part of the turf. Now I'd like to show you what obviously I think you already know what will appear, but yeah, we have ourselves some Facetti mobsters. Now I don't think they have any voice lines. You know, they used to call each other like, "Hey Wario," and fucking, you know, Wario and fucking Mario and all that shit. You know, kind of generic. You know.
I didn't hear you say sorry. Hey, how you doing?
You know, kind of really like generic Italian names, but I think they were references to obviously the Super Mario Bros. It's really weird. I'll tell you what, it is really fucking strange seeing, you know, citizen versions of cars like the taxi and whatever. It's really strange. Anyway, so let's go around and see what we've got going on. I would like to check out the Husians. Mix it up with Haitians and Jesus. Yeah. Oh. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's get these guys out.
Hey, I'll see y'all later.
You know. Oh, the Vice City ambulance siren, so cool. Yeah, so the Haitians are here as well. You'll see them, which is really fucking cool. If we actually find them, that is. They are here. They're probably in their voodoos. Yeah, here's some. Here we go. Here are the lovely fucking Haitians. They're hostile to you pretty much instantly, so that's quite interesting. No, I don't know who's here. It's not Cubans, is it? Is it Cubans?
Hey, mama, good looking. And amigos?
It is the Cubans. Okay, interesting. I was expecting it to be something else. That is really it in terms of gangs around here. You can also purchase the fronts as well, like this one and this one over here. So you can, you know, purchase the fronts like you did in Vice City, which is also a really cool feature. Obviously, it gives you money and all that stuff. So if you were doing a full-on playthrough, you could, you know, splash out weapons and cars and shit like that or whatever. In terms of any beta vehicles, I don't. Besides, nah, I don't really see any. Like, there might be. Oh God, what happened to my frames? Oh God. There might be, but I am not quite sure. I'd be interested to see if there was. Ooh, there's a Cuban's car. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's been a while since we've actually. Well, it's been a while for me since I've drove one of these. I'll tell you that. Oh hell yeah! I like this. I'm assuming those two guys with the different coloured tops, they're Vice City Story members. That was one thing I was looking at when I was at work. Was I was looking at the different mobsters. I think it was last night actually. I was looking at the different mobsters from Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories and etc. etc. And yeah, I was correct. Well, at first I thought those Colombian cartel members I saw without the hats, I thought they were beta models, but no, they are indeed real models, but they were used in Vice City Stories. No, GTA Liberty City Stories. There you go. So that is quite interesting, actually. That's something that